Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a really important and often difficult topic. What to do when you find yourself in an unhappy relationship. It's a situation many of us have faced, and it can feel incredibly isolating and confusing. You might be wondering, is this just a rough patch or is it something more? Can we fix this, or is it time to let go? These are tough questions, but you don't have to figure them out alone. In this video, we're going to walk through some steps to help you gain clarity, understand your options, and make the best decision for your well-being. So, if you're feeling stuck, take a deep breath. We're going to get through this together. First things first, let's get honest with ourselves. The very first step is to acknowledge your feelings without judgment. It's okay to admit you're unhappy. This doesn't make you a bad person or a failure. It just means something isn't working. So, grab a journal or just find a quiet moment for yourself. Ask yourself, what specifically is making me unhappy? Is it a lack of communication? Do you feel unheard or unappreciated? Maybe your core values have started to diverge, or perhaps the spark has simply faded and been replaced by routine. Try to move beyond a general feeling of sadness and pinpoint the actual sources of your discontent. Write them down. Seeing it on paper can make it feel more manageable and less like a giant, overwhelming cloud of unhappiness. This self-reflection isn't about placing blame, it's about gaining clarity. It's the foundational step that will guide everything you do next. Once you have a clearer picture of your own feelings, the next crucial step is communication. I know it sounds cliché, but it is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. But how do you start this conversation, especially when things are already tense? The key is to approach it with a sense of we instead of you versus me. Schedule a time to talk when you're both calm and won't be interrupted. No phones, no TV. Start by using I statements to express your feelings. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I try to share my day with you." This approach is less accusatory and invites your partner to understand your perspective rather than immediately getting defensive. Share what you discovered during your self-reflection. The goal here isn't to win an argument. It's to open a dialogue and see if you can find common ground. It's about presenting a problem that you can potentially solve together as a team. Now, as you talk, it's just as important to listen, and I mean truly listen. Pay attention to what your partner is saying, both with their words and their body language. Are they surprised by your feelings? Are they also unhappy but didn't know how to say it? Or are they defensive and unwilling to see your point of view? Their reaction will tell you a lot. A healthy response involves your partner showing empathy and a willingness to understand, even if they don't immediately agree. If they dismiss your feelings, blame you, or refuse to engage, that is a significant red flag. A relationship is a two-way street. You can't be the only one steering, paddling, and navigating. This conversation is a test of the partnership itself. Is your partner willing to work with you to repair the connection? Their willingness, or lack thereof, is a critical piece of information for you as you decide what to do next. So, you've talked. What now? If both of you are willing to work on the relationship, it's time to create a concrete action plan. Vague promises like, "I'll try harder," rarely lead to lasting change. You need to be specific. What tangible actions can you both take? For example, if a lack of quality time is the issue, plan a dedicated, non-negotiable date night once a week. If it's about chores and responsibilities, sit down and redivide them in a way that feels fair to both of you. If communication is the core problem, you might agree to check in with each other for 15 minutes every evening, just to talk about your day and your feelings. The key is to set small, achievable goals. These small wins can rebuild trust and momentum, showing both of you that change is possible. And remember to check in on your progress regularly. This isn't a one-and-done conversation. It's an ongoing process of rebuilding and reconnecting. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you might need some outside help. And there is absolutely no shame in that. Seeking help from a couples counselor or therapist can be one of the most powerful things you do for your relationship. A therapist provides a neutral, safe space for both of you to express yourselves. They can teach you effective communication tools, help you navigate difficult conflicts, and provide insights that you might not be able to see on your own. Think of a therapist as a coach for your relationship. They won't fix it for you, but they will give you the skills and the framework to fix it yourselves. If your partner is resistant to the idea, you can still benefit from going to therapy on your own. It can help you gain more clarity, build your self-esteem, and figure out your own needs, which is invaluable regardless of the relationship's outcome. Now we have to address the most difficult part of this process, recognizing when it's time to let go. If you've tried everything, you've communicated, you've made an action plan, maybe you've even tried therapy, and you are still fundamentally unhappy, or if your partner is unwilling to meet you halfway, it might be time to consider ending the relationship. This is a heartbreaking decision, but staying in a situation that consistently drains your happiness and damages your self-worth is not a sustainable or healthy choice. Some signs that it might be time to leave include a complete breakdown of communication, a lack of respect, feeling constantly criticized or controlled, or realizing that your fundamental life goals are simply incompatible. Your well-being matters. Your happiness matters. Sometimes the most loving act is to love yourself enough to walk away from something that is broken beyond repair. Making the decision to leave is one thing. Navigating the breakup is another. It will be painful, and it's important to allow yourself to grieve. Grieving the end of a relationship is a process. You'll have good days and bad days. Lean on your support system, your friends, your family. Let them know what you're going through. Reconnect with hobbies and interests that you may have let slide. Focus on rebuilding your own life and rediscovering who you are outside of that partnership. It's a journey of healing and self-discovery. And if you're struggling, please don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist. They can provide you with the support and tools to navigate this difficult transition and come out stronger on the other side. Remember, an ending is also a new beginning. Ultimately, whether you decide to work on your relationship or choose to leave, the goal is the same: to move towards a life that feels authentic and fulfilling for you. Being in an unhappy relationship can feel like you're treading water, barely keeping your head above the surface. But you have the power to choose to swim towards the shore. It takes courage to confront the problem, to have the hard conversations, and to make difficult choices. But you deserve to be in a relationship that adds to your life, that lifts you up, and that brings you joy, not one that constantly pulls you down. Trust your intuition, honor your feelings, and know that you are strong enough to create the life you deserve, whether that's with your current partner or on a new path of your own. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I know this was a heavy topic, and if you're going through this, my heart is with you. I hope these steps give you a sense of direction and empowerment. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content on building a happy and healthy life. And please, share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. You never know who might be helped by your story. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.